Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play one test game for each one. In the NBA 2K21
Welcome to 2K and nothing to... Well, great attitude is work inside, a big part of the DA thing. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Drummond.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. And for the Cavaliers, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Asman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the 5 spot. Here's Osman. Back to Sexton. And it's off from three-point range.
When you talk about outstanding athletes in the NBA, Victor Oladipo is on that list. Even if he's only 90%, this guy is explosive, actually more explosive than most.
Ring shot on the way. The offensive rebound. Outside Holiday. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Osman the pass to Drummond. Kicks it to Garland. Lets it go with the 3. And the 3 ball is good. And you think about trying to come back from that big knee injury, a lot riding on Oladipo's recovery.
Well, a big part of his recovery and coming back effectively is sports medicine has come a long, long way, Kevin. He won the 2018 Most Improved Award. They stopped doing the comeback player of the year, but you know, he's looking for that kind of return this season.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort. Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
Sexton's shot is good.
Good to see Sexton knock it down from deep. A shot he needs to add to his arsenal.
And Holiday kicks to Turner. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
There's the pass to Sexton. Cleveland moving it around. Now, here's Garland. D right on him. The 8-footer. Love can't hit. Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Holiday, the pass to Warren. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
Free throw off from Warren. Greg, you talk about the quiet producers in the league. T.J. Warren is one of the first names that come to mind.
The last few seasons, Warren has come close to chipping in 20 points a game. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he just hits his shots and piles up the points on a nightly basis.
Oladipo looking very comfortable from this area, and I think it helps when he's looking to shoot from there.
Now, here's Sexton, guarded by Holiday. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
Guys, he's become a legitimate shooter from distance. Victor Oladipo is now somebody the defense has to respect from beyond the arc.
Drummond. No good, unable to end this run. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Pacers. They trail by 1. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with a win.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
We've got 1:18 left to play here in the first. Brogdon outside. Warren against Love. Shot clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And Turner the bucket on the assist by Holiday.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Drummond. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Osman, guarded by Oladipo. Back to Osman. Pass to Drummond. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here's Bitadze and the powerful one-handed slam. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Windler with the bucket. 7 seconds left in the first quarter. And finished off by McDermott.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Windler. And that one released in time, but no good. And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what do you guys think about the Cavaliers so far in this one?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. They've got McDermott, and it's Bitadze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Sampson kicks to McConnell. Passes it to McDermott. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight?
Well, when we first saw the Celtics in the 60s, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
Here is Porter following the score by Indiana. Pacers with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
And to lose it like they did, too. Wow. Right at the end, man, makes it even tougher to take.
Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Wide open look. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Windler. They get it back. Garland the pass to Nance.
Come get it, come get it.
Goes back up. Offensive rebound. And finally they hit one.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
And Holiday kicks to Sampson. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And a finalist for Coach of the Year in 2019, Nate McMillan passing 600 wins last season.
Well, you think about that. That's an impressive milestone for an outstanding coach in Nate McMillan. He moved into the top 25 all-time in wins. He's had 2 other stops as a head coach, Portland and Seattle, and I think he's doing some of his best work with the Pacers.
Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. From deep. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talent advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
Here is Porter following the basket by Doug McDermott. Porter passes to Garland. And there's the pass to Windler. Thompson. And there's Thompson putting it right back in. And the Cavaliers lead by 1. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. Goodness.
And yes, it's good.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Cleveland's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Garland dishes to Nance. To the inside. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Nance.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's McDermott. 6 points for him. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Here's Sexton. They lead by 1. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Sexton's got 5 now.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here is Love. After the made shot from Victor Oladipo from 6 feet. And Drummond kicks to Love. Drummond passes to Love. And here's Sexton. 26 points for him last game against Chicago. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. He gets it up. He got it in! And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Pacers.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. They never got too far behind as their largest deficit in the period. And that should do it.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Victor Oladipo really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look that he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for Cleveland, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Garland in at the point. Kicks it out to Love. There's the triple. They get it again. Second chance shot, and that one is good. Love's got his second bucket of the night.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the second overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
Cleveland leading by 3. The feed now to Drummond. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Drummond's got his third bucket of the night.
A tall and powerful big, Drummond has a natural ability to finish inside.
The kick out to Warren. Back to Oladipo. Takes a 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Sexton. And it's Drummond with the jam.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebound.
The putback, and Turner stays with it.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Osman, the pass to Drummond. Tips it, and Love with his second chance points. Love's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you are going to pay every time you don't box out Love. He has a real nose for coming up with those offensive putbacks. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
That free throw, no good. And the Cavaliers this summer selecting point guard Darius Garland with the 5th overall pick. The second-year man, Colin Sexton, already on the roster. Greg, how do you see the fit between these two players?
Well, I mean, both are 6'2". The questions will come at the defensive end of the floor. Offensively, both show great promise as shooters, very scoring-minded guards, reminiscent possibly of a Lillard-McCollum pairing for the Blazers, which could be a roadmap for the Cavs.
Here's Windler, following the basket by Doug McDermott. Garland the pass to Nance. Cleveland moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Windler. And a miss there on the triple. Pacers trail by 3. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Now here's Porter. After the miss from Doug McDermott. Out to Thompson. Pass to Garland. Pass to Windler. Over Warren. Windler with the bucket. Windler's got 8.
Yeah, no question who's been the aggressor on the offensive glass.
Yeah, they have the advantage, a big one in second chance points. Those extra possessions really help an offense, and it demoralizes the defense.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. That's going to send Miles Turner to the line. That one on Nance. The Cavaliers making a switch here. Dellavedova's checked in. Mark, you were talking about the unicorns. Miles Turner in that category as a shot blocker who can space the floor. I don't think he's got a ceiling. What about you?
I think his ceiling is really high, Kevin. He's still young, which always bodes well for somebody with his work ethic and skill set. I think he can be an all-star player. Franchise player, those are few and far between. I'm not sure if he can get to that level, but all-star certainly within his reach.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Dellavedova. 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Tell you what, it's hard to stay with Dellavedova in the screen and roll. I mean, he's really good at slashing and taking apart the defense with his passing.
Here's Sumner. He kicks it to Turner. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Thompson, left side. And it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys.
And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have to, and so after 3 quarters of play and some great offensive output, this one is tied. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Cleveland. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented, as always, by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the 4th quarter. They've got McDermott, Brogdon out there with Miles Turner, and it's Sumner in at the 2 guard. Nance dishes to Sexton. Inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Indiana. Aaron Holiday comes in for Edmund Sumner. Oladipo finds Turner, and here's Brogdon from the arc. And once again off the mark by Indiana. And Love's got the ball here for Cleveland. A 2-point game, and the shot goes down.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Holiday attacking. Now here's Love. He's tightly guarded. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. Warren's checked in for the Pacers. Indiana on D. The pass to Love. Stolen by Warren. And Turner the bucket on the assist by Oladipo. Turner's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pacers. The Cavaliers shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Sexton the pass to Garland. Cleveland moving the ball around. Turner against Drummond. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Indiana.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
On the wing, Holiday, defended by Sexton. Holiday, the pass to Turner. The Cavaliers pull it in. Love's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Sexton. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Pacers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. And Oladipo kicks to Warren. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
Warren, the pass to Brogdon. And the Pacers, another 3.
Boy, it's clear why people are high on Brogdon. His ability to take over on important possessions, outstanding.
Drummond dishes to Garland. And Drummond kicks to Sexton. From the wing. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. Sexton's got 10 points in just the second half. Holiday finds Brogdon. It's Oladipo on the wing. And here's Holiday. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Garland, the pass to Drummond. Now Sexton. Love outside. Pass to Garland. Here's Osman. He's covered by Warren. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Really good to see Turner find the open man, proving once again he's a team-first guy.
Here's Sexton. They get the rebound. And Love with his second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Brogdon kicks to Oladipo. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. 15 points for Victor Oladipo.
That's the go for your throat mentality on display. Give Oladipo the ball in the clutch, and he's going to give you much.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And it's Warren with the ball for the Indiana Pacers. They lead by 4. Brogdon right side. Warren, good.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
Big shot player Sexton showing us he loves the spotlight. Seems energized performing here under the bright lights.
And so Indiana again turning it over. So guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
It's rebounded by Indiana. Oladipo left side. Back to Warren. The 11-footer. Good. He hits the jump shot. Warren's got the lead up to 6 now for Indiana.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
So it's Indiana picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my player started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it, unfortunately. So that's a low blow.
So I'm going with the Celtics.
And a little bit of a fashion show taking place as the Bulls came down, but we are nearly... Well, Victor, you better believe it. Outstanding, David. Thank you. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Brockton.
He hasn't been as sharp in the past 10 games as we're used to. It shows in his passing. The assist numbers down. Even the simple passes look tough for him right now. Maybe tonight he can get back on his game.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Bulls, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Clutter are up front. And it's White in at the point.
And historically, you almost never saw a great shot blocker who could also knock down triples at a high clip. But count Miles Turner among the unicorns who provide that rare combination.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Here's White. Drops in the tray.
Capable of doing many things well. Levine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
This is it to Brogdon. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Shots good by Turner. And the stretch center in demand. For Miles Turner, Greg, how does he take that next step as a player?
Getting stronger. And continuing to improve his recognition and communication at both ends of the floor.
Here's Levine following the score by Miles Turner.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one. But he's got the lift to be the first one, too.
White, wide open. He fires. Bangs home the trifecta. White's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Bulls. Brogdon kicks to Holiday. Oladipo goes in. Lets it fly from 18. And the shot by Warren, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And White slams it in.
And it's important that Markkanen develops his floor awareness. Passes like that go a long way.
Holiday dishes to Turner. Over Carter. The shot by Turner, no good.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration that time.
Levine can't hit. Pacers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Warren the pass to Holiday. Back to Warren. Over Porter. And the shot by Warren, no good. Chicago leading by 4. Levine with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. This end of the season awards already being debated. What did it mean to you when you were named All-NBA?
Well, it meant a lot, especially in my era, again, of playing against the best power forwards, I feel, in a group of all time. And so it meant a lot. There's only one power forward position, and so to be on that All-NBA team, it's something that's more special to me than being an All-Star, because it's not about being the best 12 or 24. It's about being the best 5 in the league. And so those moments were always special, being named the first team ever.
And like you said, you played in the golden era of the best players ever to play that position.
I tell you what, I think I played in the era where anyone that you would have picked in the power forward from the Western Conference, I couldn't have been upset at over myself, because everyone played in such a dominating fashion. The teams were winning, and I knew personally how hard it was to guard these guys one-on-one.
Al Levine following the miss by Otto Porter from deep. And that one is off. Oladipo against Porter. Warren, good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. You had to bring much faster help than that.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Holiday dishes to Warren. Shakes him. He takes it up and lays it in. Warren's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
In the corner, it's Brogdon. Drains it from beyond the arc.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Levine kicks to White. No good on the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. He makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Brogdon the pass to Holiday. No good from 11 feet.
That's a break for the D right there. He takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Here's Levine. White finds Porter. Fires it up. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by Porter.
Like the vision from Porter, not just looking for his own shot, constantly looking to get it to the open man.
Just 4 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Holiday, no one around him. And no good on the last second attempt this time. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. It's Chicago up 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
But just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run and expend energy.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Chicago right now, we've got Chris Dunn, also Thomas Satoransky out there. And it's Young in at the 4 spot. Pacers trail by 4. And not many checks in the NBA, but see where Thomas Satoransky leading the way on that front.
Yeah. Best player from the country that is having a golden age for their national team. Satoransky, I mean, he said that he's very proud to represent the Czechs in the NBA, and he's doing a great job at it.
And truly some significant roster changes for the Pacers this past summer.
Jeremy Lamb, Malcolm Brogdon, T.J. Warren. They've gotten younger and gotten better as well, if you ask me. Excellent work by the Pacers front office.
And it's important that Holiday aims to be efficient and consistent, especially when it comes to shooting the ball.
Here's Hutchison. Here's Cornette. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Stolen. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Dunn with the slam.
And you see there the speed that Dunn possesses. I mean, he's an absolute force when he's moving like this in transition.
Holiday, the pass to McDermott. Good defensive work there by Young.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Satoransky finds Young. Baseline try. Here's Cornette. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Holiday attacking. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. So for the Bulls, Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Harrison in for Satoransky. Edmund Sumner's checked in for the Pacers. Bitadze with the bucket.
The inbound play works to perfection. You got to love to get those quick hitters.
The Bulls leading by 6. Young taking his time here. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. As we get a break in the action, now let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Indiana. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that. And, of course, the Bulls. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And right now for the Pacers, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Well, it's possible we haven't seen them at their best yet. They've shown they can play with any team in the league. Now they need to do it every night, not just some nights.
Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
Offline with his 3. Here's Chicago. They're on a 10-2 run here, and that one good. Dunn's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bulls.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
They grab their own miss. And again, the turnover by the Pacers. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Saturday, they'll tip off a road trip in Miami where they'll take on the Heat. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
In that game against the Spurs, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude, David. Thanks. Here's Dunn following the score by Indiana. Pass to Young. 56 seconds left in the first half. Over McDermott. Shots good from Young. Young's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Sumner kicks to McConnell. Here's Sumner. Here's Sampson. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Dunn. Young. Young on the follow. Young's got 8 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Pacers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
He hits both from the stripe.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Outside, White. Now the pass to Hutchison. And here is Satoransky. He's guarded by Brogdon. 1 second left. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Chicago Bulls enjoying a 12-point lead as
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Penny Jet Smith. Chicago was looking great right away. You could see the daggers in their eyes as they went on a 10-4 run to start things off. Looking at the Bulls, how about you, Shaq? What did you see? And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side, my brother.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Good shot selection, largely dependent on getting open. Which players do the best job of moving, do you think, right now without the ball?
Period. Klay Thompson, 60 points, 11 dribbles. Did you hear me? 60 points,
Shocking.
11 dribbles.
It almost looks like a misprint, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Holiday in a 2-guard. Warren the pass to Holiday. Brogdon outside. Kicks it to Warren. Indiana moving the ball around. Oladipo for 3. Carter pulls it in. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Pacers trail by 14. Brogdon the pass to Turner. Good work defensively by Carter.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Feeds to Turner. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Markkanen. Now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months, the scope of that for Young.
Defensively, he's really stepped it up over the past few months. You can see the jump in his steal numbers, and it hasn't been by accident. He's put in a ton of effort at the defensive end, and boy, is it paying off.
Warren, good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Brogdon against White. Here's Turner, the shake. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. And it's 6 points for Miles Turner.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
Up again, and Markkanen on the follow. And the Bulls lead by 14.
I love the effort there. It's huge whenever Markkanen uses his body and height to grab offensive boards.
Oladipo misses.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been easy layup.
Hey, look at guys like Otto Porter, Greg. He just brings so much with his consistent outside jumper.
And guys, he's shot threes at a tremendous clip the last few seasons. I mean, really for his whole career. Sometimes can be a bit passive, so you just make sure he's involved and looking for his shot.
And there's the feed to Warren. It's tipped.
The coaching staff loves this. They know Markkanen has the length needed to swat a lot of shots away.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and it's leading to scores.
It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. And it's in there. That's now 8 points for T.J. Warren. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. On the wing, Levine pulls up from the corner, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooters.
Turner finds Warren, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Warren's got 6 points in the quarter.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Brogdon against White. This one for 3. No good that time. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. They're looking now at a sizable deficit.
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to really rush the game. And they need to avoid that. Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Porter dishes to Levine. The 3. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only beat.
To the paint, here's Warren. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Warren's got 12 in the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And it's sent back by Turner. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Denzel Valentine comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for Levine. And Satoransky's subbed in for White. The Pacers also changing it up. Justin Holiday's checked in for Aaron Holiday. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Brogdon. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Markkanen.
Oh, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range when there's no hand in his face.
Here's Holiday. Offensive rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Satoransky. Here's Hutchison. Good on the shot. Hutchinson's got his first 2 points of the night.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Chicago leading by 16. Here's Satoransky. Another shot. Down low. Here's Cornett. Count that one. He has 6.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
Here's Harrison. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. They've got Harrison, also Thomas Satoransky out there. Young is out there with Valentine. And it's Hutchinson in at the 4 shot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And he gets it to go. 10 points for Thaddeus Young.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Here's Sumner. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Pass to Harrison. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Hutchison. Passes it to Harrison. Here's Satoransky. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Bitadze. Lays it up off the glass.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
The Bulls leading by 20. Pass to Valentine. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against each other. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
Bitadze can't hit.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Over McConnell. It's good on the putback. And the Bulls lead by 21.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Bitadze. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Doug McDermott. Victor Oladipo comes in for Justin Holiday. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Edmund Sumner. And Brogdon subbed in for T.J. McConnell. It's tipped. It's stolen by Oladipo. That's good from Brogdon on the assist by Oladipo. Oladipo's got 3 assists now in this one. On the wing, Levine, guarded by Holiday. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Turner's checked in for Indiana. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. For 3, Levine. It's rebounded by Indiana. Warren's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. .151 left to play in the final quarter. Outside Holiday. Here's the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Porter passes to Clark. To the middle. It's stolen by Oladipo. Here's Holiday. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bulls.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Zach LaVine.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. They maintained focus all night, and along the way, put on quite a show.
Yeah, if you're a fan of this team, you couldn't be happier. What a performance.
And Oladipo kicks to Turner. He feeds it to Warren. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it. And that's a shame.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Oh, Greg, that's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Oladipo, good.
Maybe he's not a priority for the D, but come on, man.
Yo, get on out.
Gotta have somebody keeping track of him.
LaVine, count it, good. And the Bulls lead by 15.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Now, that's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Satoransky against Holiday. And Satoransky kicks to Dunn. The pass to Hutchison. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they execute.
body fluid, and goaltend. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back at our
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just
the 2K Sports pregame show.
We welcome you to Nache and as we approach the playoffs. Let's see how the East is shaping up. Taking a look at Miami, advantage in one series. And of course the Pacers, right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
And right now for Miami, they've had a tremendous year. There were a lot of people waiting for them to take that tumble late in the season. Well, those people might be waiting for a little while longer.
Well, tumbles happen in gymnastics class, not with this team. I can say that for sure. All that's left to wonder about is how deep a run this team's going to make.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Holiday in at the shooting guard. And for Miami, they've got Robinson. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jones. Then there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Nunn in at the 1. And that one, good. And in tonight's game, pride definitely burned at stake when you were with the Spurs or any of the teams. Talk about some of the epic conference rivalries you played in.
Well, I always go back to playing against the Phoenix Suns and the 7 seconds or less Steve Nash-led teams, along with Amari Stoudemire, and what Mike D'Antoni was introducing to the game back in 2005, 2006, which, by the way, Kevin, everybody is doing now.
Right, yeah.
But tremendous talent on the court at that time, tremendous disparity in style of play, and watching Steve Nash during MVP years trying to conduct his team against the vaunted Spurs. Fantastic, incredibly competitive match.
And a lot of speed. I mean, it was eye-opening to watch.
And it was the Spurs trying to catch up. So how were we going to do the rock'em sock'em game against the 7 seconds or less? We kind of took care of it.
It's stolen by Oladipo. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. And he comes up with the deuce.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great defense, you're going to get a reward. It's a good possession all the way around.
Here's Butler following the basket by T.J. Warren. 9 feet out. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Holiday goes in. Warren against Jones. And the shot by Warren, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Nunn. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming, Kevin.
Now, here's Oladipo. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Boston. And Brogdon, here we go. Shot clock at 3. The shot by Turner, no good.
The shots like that drive coaches batty. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again. Derek Jones gets talked about a lot in terms of his dunking prowess and the way that he can get up in the air and maybe make a poster and a memory in the flash of an eye. But beyond the dunks, he's done a good job of really improving his game since coming into the league in 2016.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Pass to Nunn. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Adebayo passes to Jones. Outside for Robinson. Over Holiday. And it's Robinson that time on the assist by Jones. Hey, Brent, for Derek Jones, he saw the floor a good amount in his first full season with the Miami Heat.
Derek Jones is somebody that the Miami Heat continue to explore, and I guess if you're within that organization in Miami for a number of seasons, they like something about your competitive spirit, and that's where Derek Jones has probably found a home here in Miami.
Robinson passes to Adebayo, so they take the lead. Adebayo's got his second basket.
Ooh, that's a great matchup for him just because of the size difference right there. He makes that mid-range shot at a very high percentage.
And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. And here are the Pacers now, trailing by 2. And Turner kicks to Warren. Crowder with the steal. Here's Butler. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And Butler has really bulked up since coming into the league. You see his strength on tough shots with the contact.
Brogdon finds Warren. Back to Brogdon. Now here's Turner. Takes it from 10. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Butler passes to Crowder. And here's Adebayo. Left side, Butler. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Warren, good.
I always feel like he's around the rim and sniffing out more points. T.J. Warren feeling very much at ease with that quality of a shot.
Feeds it to Dragic. Passes to Adebayo. And it's sent back by Turner. Oladipo outside. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Becoming much more sure-handed as a ball handler. Oladipo showing the moves there.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Heat lead by 2. And will return shortly. The trade deadline is approaching, and Jimmy Butler talked about how
feelings are different for everybody, to tell you the truth. For me, I don't think about it.
Staying level-headed and ready for whatever's next. That's Jimmy's mindset, Greg, in a nutshell.
And it's fair to say that the level of professionalism and maturity he possesses is really impressive.
And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. We've got Jay Crowder, Hero out there with Dragic. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Iguodala. And at the 3, the small forward. Here's Sampson. Holiday, the pass to Bitadze. Crowder with the steal. 11 feet away, and Dragic gets it to go on the assist by Iguodala. Dragic has got his first points in this one. Well, you watch Goran Dragic play, and Brent, he's so deceptive with his movement both on and off the ball.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why, Kevin, is the change of speeds. I also add the fact that guys who can handle the ball and are crafty and are left-handed, boy, it's tough on a nightly basis to change up your mindset to guard a guy who you know is going to go left all the time as opposed to right. Trust me, in practice, I had to do that with Manu Ginobili a ton of time in San Antonio. Dragic similar. Great use of speed change.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. Bitadze can't hit. Well, Heat leading by 7. The kick out to Dragic. Now here's Olynyk. He's guarded closely. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Crowder. Second shot opportunity, and the shot goes in. And the Heat lead by 9.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Over in the corner, Sampson. McDermott for three. Good defense by Iguodala.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Olynyk got the lead up to 11 now for Miami.
Often you find him out on the wing, but Olynyk seizing the opportunity to go inside and dig out that extra possession.
With social media, extended TV coverage, lots of distractions for these players, Brent, but some do a terrific job of blocking all that out and keeping their focus.
I think the roles and responsibilities of teams is changing around exactly what you're talking about, Kevin. You have to have people within your organization that help these players understand where it is that they have to focus most, and that is your job on the floor. And so really good organizations are educating the players on that. They're not just relying on the agents or outside sources. Teams are trying to get in there and impact guys at a young age to make sure that, as you said, that noise is not part of their beginning part of their career.
Can't make it a distraction. Now here's McDermott. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense...
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
I'll tell you what, Butler is a physical dunker. I mean, he takes his craft seriously. I just love watching this guy take off.
And here's McDermott and the pass to Sumner. Back to McDermott. Pass to Sumner. Over Robinson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Lights out shooting from three-point land is nothing new to these guys. The league's most accurate shooting guards from long range in the season's second half. And Miami making a change here. Adebayo's checked in. Then for the Pacers, Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for McDermott. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Aaron Holiday. That one falls. Adebayo's got his third basket of the night right there.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And with that, the Heat lead is cut back down to single digits on a much-needed basket there from Warren. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
Well, coming into the NBA out of North Carolina State, T.J. Warren, we knew was a remarkable scorer. He also had a 40-point game in the league, so continuing to get better and better as he stays hungry on the offensive end.
And Greg, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror. Pick up the pace, get the 2-for-1 here.
Be smart, but execute at the same time. Let's see what they do.
That's in, and the Miami lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Warren. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to Boston. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Adebayo's got 8 points.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. Eight seconds left to play here in the second quarter. None. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Heat lead.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. The second quarter saw them extend their lead to 12 points at the break through some solid team basketball. Very few wasted possessions. And
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've seen T.J. Warren really having a great game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On the court for Indiana, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Holiday in at the 2 guard. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Brogdon the pass to Warren. Left side, Turner. That shot, no good. Now the Heat take it the other way. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. Outside, Jones. Pacers with the rebound. As their comeback bid had better get started.
I don't know, guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one.
Jones against Oladipo. Outside, Turner. There's the dish to Warren. 3 on the clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the ceiling Turner has is impressive. Has the potential to be a dominant big man in this league.
And he knocks down the first one. And Brett, with the corner 3 being such a popular shot, should we consider widening the court, making it all feel the same?
That's an interesting question, Kevin. There's been some talk around the idea of actually dissipating that three-point line into the sideline.
Yes.
And I really just wanted to say dissipating, by the way.
Well, and you said it well.
The other thing, Kevin, that has been considered, what if we went back to skinnying up the lane line back to the original George Mikan days of the lane being 6 feet wide rather than what we see today at 12 feet. That would put a ton more value on post-up and 2-point play, almost so much as the 3-point shot and the 2-point shot in the post equate to the same amount of points per possession.
Yeah. Here's Hero. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Olynyk against Turner. There's Dragic with the 3. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Olynyk the pass to Hero. Kicks to Dragic. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Iguodala finds Dragic. Here's Hero. Clock at 4. Pulls from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Indiana. They're going to have to make a pretty big comeback here.
I think it's be a mistake to let the shot clock in under 10 seconds from here on out.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Iguodala left side. Now here's Crowder, guarded closer. And it's Iguodala missing. Pacers trail by 8. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. No good off the front iron.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
And it's Turner off the drive, and he banks in the layup. Turner's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Inside, got a piece of it. Here's Olynyk. Makes it off the glass. And the Heat lead by 10.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. Now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months, the scope of that for Butler.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
McDermott's checked in for the Pacers. Edmund Sumner comes in for Jakar Sampson. Outside Leonard. From deep three-point range.
Come on.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala. Both teams will make substitutions. Pacers trail by 10. Now here is Holiday. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Now here's Oladipo. Defense is right there. McDermott with it. Back to Oladipo from the arc. You can't get that one to fall. The layup off target. And so it's Miami with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've had active hands in a forced day. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. They've got Adebayo. Robinson is out there with Myers Leonard. And it's Silva in at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Count that bucket. And the Heat lead by 12.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
McDermott with it. Leonard's there. Good. And 11 points for T.J. Warren.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Passes it to Adebayo. Outside for Robinson. Pass to Nunn. Shot from the top of the key. The Pacers pull it in. Warren's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them. Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Miami. In Indiana with a change here too. Brogdon, he's checked in for Edmund Sumner. Here's Butler. Here's Adebayo. Leonard, the pass to Adebayo. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. T.J. Warren picks one up.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
The Heat making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. The Heat leading by 10. Butler passes to Jones. Nice D from Warren.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Heat have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Adebayo. Back to Butler. Pass to Nunn. Heat moving the ball around. From outside the arc. And Oladipo pulls it down. Pacers trail by 10. Brogdon outside. Got a piece of it. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Loads it up for Butler. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Warren. Finished off the break. Warren's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pacers.
6'10" wingspan of Brogdon. That's a big, big help, especially when he's going after some of those steals.
Passes it to Adebayo. Turner with the steal. And here's the fast break. Oladipo.
Look at that.
Now, Oladipo has had some highlight dunks in his career. There's another one.
Robinson finds Butler. Back to Robinson. Outside Butler. Pass to Adebayo. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
And that one drops for him. 15 points for T.J. Warren.
TJ comes into games feeling like he's on an offensive roll, so when he gets on the one, it's an avalanche.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. And foul on the shot. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lock at 6. Turner passes to Oladipo, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And the Heat making a change here. Dragic is checked in. And so here is Miami. They've led by as many as 14 points. Outside Butler. Dragic against Warren. From deep. No good from Dragic.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
To the paint, here's Adebayo.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Butler against Oladipo. Now Dragic. There's the pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Turner. Can't hit from 12. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number
200.
Here's Tatum and
You play 2K all the time. You act.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now you have an album. Anything you can't do?
I can't.
And with tip, a lot of optimism. Thanks, DA. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Sexton.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at the 1. And for the Pacers, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2.
Well, the young bull, Colin Sexton, getting a lot of playing time in his rookie season. Allowed him to play through his mistakes, and that's what you hope for coming in.
Now, here's Brogdon. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, you know what? He's a skilled passer, so if you leave people open around Brogdon, he'll make you wish you didn't.
Garland kicks to Osman. Drummond working against Turner. Sexton up top. 26 points for him last game against Chicago.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
And even as the Cavaliers lagged at the very bottom of the standings, Greg, Sexton publicly described the season as fun. Would that bother you as a veteran?
Losing seasons, they suck. I mean, no other way to put it. I think he cares about winning, but keeping that positivity is probably the best approach.
Here's Sexton. Following the basket by T.J. Warren. Love can't hit. It's tipped. Here's Oladipo. And he converts the layup. Oladipo's got 5.
Oladipo looking very comfortable from this area, and I think it helps when he's looking to shoot from there.
Here's Drummond, and the shot goes in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Turner. He's coming off a 16-point game against Boston.
And he was terrific in that game defensively as well, blocking 4 shots on the night.
Here is Love, following the score by Miles Turner. Here's Drummond. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line. And though they've made the playoffs 4 straight years, Indiana can't seem to get past the first round.
And it's not for a lack of effort, guys. The effort is there. The chemistry and continuity is there. They suffered a big, untimely injury, though, one to Victor Oladipo, and it's been hard for them to attract top free agents as well.
Here's Oladipo. Darius Garland picking up that last basket.
He's capable of knocking these deep shots down. Oladipo, a guy you have to guard closely all the time.
Now, here's Sexton, guarded by Holiday. Warren against Love. Over Warren. And Love gets it to go.
Boy, Love is really good at getting inside the paint, establishing position, has an excellent feel for how to score around the basket.
Now here is Holiday. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And Turner the bucket on the assist from Brogdon. Brogdon's got his 3rd assist on the night. Last game for the Cavaliers, it was a loss to the Bulls.
You got to give him an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Yeah, they were really close right there. Just couldn't string together a few key plays to help get them over the top for the win.
Just 5 on the clock. Goes back up. Sexton. And the dunk by Love.
There's a great example of Love's basketball IQ, getting himself into perfect position for that putback.
Now, here's Brogdon. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Osman, guarded by Holiday. Misses the baby hook. A wide open look here for Oladipo. And the three off target. Here's Osman. Puts the move on. That's tipped. Victor Oladipo getting it done for Indiana. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Pacers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
We've got Doug McDermott, and it's McConnell in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Now Porter. Clark, you played the traditional power forward position in the NBA years you had back in the 80s at such a high level. Who's doing that right now?
I tell you what, the power forward position has changed so much, Kevin. These four men now are not really the enforcing type physical guys that we saw in the 80s and even 90s. They're agile, they're rim protectors, they're shot makers from deep, and guys like Anthony Davis and LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yes.
Man, I tell you, Anthony Davis goes to the top of my list in today's game.
Blake Griffin, another one with Detroit.
Yeah, good call.
Offensive rebound and the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his first foul. Pacers leading by 3. Stolen by Thompson.
Not a problem. First turnover of the game, but overall.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Nasty. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Yeah, I'm with you, Kevin, there. I mean, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind them taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Here's Sampson. No points in the game yet for him. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
I think he's got to keep working on his interior game. Doug McDermott showing he wants to be more than just an outside shooter.
Edmund Sumner's checked in for the Pacers. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Outside Porter. Garland the pass to Porter. Cleveland moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Porter can't get that one to fall. Pacers leading by 4. Sumner passes to McDermott, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Cleveland.
Doug McDermott, a solid teammate because he embraces whatever his team asks of him, and he's a consistent perimeter threat. That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Now, here's Sexton. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Here's Osman, guarded by Holiday. Goes up from the top of the key, and it's Osman missing.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Here's Sumner, defended by Sexton. The kick out to Holiday. And he's good on the 3-ball. Holiday's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Drummond. Love finds Drummond to the inside. And with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Kevin Love.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. McDermott passes to Bitadze. No problems knocking that one down. And the Pacers lead by 9.
Yeah, I'd like to see more passes like that from McDermott, especially when guys are open.
Now, here's Sexton. He's covered closely. It's blocked. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. On its way from McDermott for 2. Again, Indiana.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
The open look here for Sexton. But they'll get another chance. The pass to Garland. Back to Drummond. Tries again. Kept alive. Love kicks to Drummond. Pass to Osman. Now Garland. Osman, the pass to Garland. Fires the 3. A rebound by Bitadze.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
And Love's got the ball here for Cleveland. They trail by 11. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. And they're in the thick of this long, long road run. That's the 3rd of 7 straight on the road. And so it's Indiana, 13. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. Thanks for joining.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Victor Oladipo really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the court for Cleveland, Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Porter. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Windler in at the small forward.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to leave the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
And it's the Pacers with the ball, following the score by Cleveland. Off target from the wing.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
That one falls. Love's got it back down to single digits for the Cavs. And Indiana shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Brogdon outside. It's Oladipo on the wing. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
And that one's good by Porter. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Indiana leading by 7. Pass to Holiday. Indiana moving it around. Oladipo for 3.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Windler, the pass to Love. At the elbow, it's Drummond. He dishes it to Love. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Boy, Victor Oladipo, an explosive athlete, and is dangerous above the rim.
That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Porter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Here's Sexton. The Pacers making the shot. Windler gets a very good look and converts. Clark, last couple years, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge, a gigantic weapon for a lot of teams. You live by it, you die by it. Some teams can accept, though, the ramifications of a bad shooting night.
Yeah, I think it's too big a premium not to really overweight the three-point shot. A 50% premium on that particular field goal when it goes down. But I do like to see balance. Attacking the rim, spacing the floor. I love to see guys and teams shoot the mid-range shot as well. But the three-point shot and the way teams use it and shoot it is here to stay for sure.
Now, here's Sexton. Passes it to Porter. 6 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. The shot by Sexton, no good.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Pacers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. The first one falls. Indiana making some changes. Jakar Sampson's checked in for Oladipo. Justin Holiday comes in for Aaron Holiday. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Holiday with the 3. The shot, no good. And Cleveland will come the other way. Garland dishes to Nance. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And a moment to see numbers for Miles Turner. Averaging 12 points, just over 2 blocks and 6 rebounds. And the intimidation factor that he possesses with his shot blocking and rim presence, really the backbone of their defense.
Yeah, you know, he's protecting the rim like it's his family. I mean, don't even think about going in there.
The Pacers making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. And it's Turner off the drive. The 15-footer. Thompson with the rebound.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Here's Osman. Buries the long-range jumper. Osman's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Offensive rebound and contact on the shots. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
That one is off.
Boy, I tell you, Turner is a dominant force who imposes his will on whoever is on him. But what you have to like and respect is his work ethic.
Here's Porter. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Over in the corner, Turner. McDermott with it, working on Nance. Turner. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
And so it's Indiana bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly.
Defensively, we got to keep...
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Brogdon and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Then it's McDermott, and it's Bitadze in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the Pacers' 5. To the middle. The feed to Nance. Shooting foul, and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, with double checking, and the game continues on.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
And here's Brogdon from the arc, and it's Osman with the rebound.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Now, here's Brogdon. Tight defense on him. Now the pass to be touched. Lets it go from 14. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Boy, I love how unselfish Oladipo is. Great at getting his teammates involved in on-time, on-target passes.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
The 17-footer. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Exum. Lays it up off the glass.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And Oladipo kicks to Brogdon. Pass to Sampson with his first shot attempt, and right through it goes. Sampson's got his first points of the night.
Malcolm Brogdon doing a nice job serving his guys. Passes like this help make his team better.
Dishes to Sampson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Now it's a 6-point Pacer lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Indiana.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
A different look now for Cleveland. Andre Drummond's checked in for Thompson. Kevin Love comes in for Larry Nance. And it's Colin Sexton in for Exum. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul. It's good from long range.
A pretty free look from 3-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
You know, Greg, I think that might have been intentional. Perhaps was not an accident because he's typically not the guy that's taking that shot at this stage of the game.
Well, wide open look here for Garland. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with it.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
And it's Love missing. Indiana leading by 3. Holiday with it. And now by Sexton. Warren, good.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
From deep 3-point range, Cleveland gets it back.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
Pass to Love. Shoots over Warren. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
So impressive how quick Love gets his shot off, Kevin. I mean, even when the defense is on him, he knows how to use his size to his advantage.
He gets it in there.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Sexton kicks to Garland. Pass to Osman. Back to Love. Shot clock at 6. And the pass to Sexton. And here is Garland, guarded by Holiday. Garland, no good. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Back to Brogdon, and stolen by Love. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. For the Cavaliers, Porter's checked in for Osman, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Garland. Here's Brogdon. Oladipo outside. Now here's Brogdon, and that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
On the wing, Turner. Back to Brogdon. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And stolen by Drummond.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
This is what leaders do. You got to love seeing Sexton own these moments and coming up clutch.
Turner passes to Oladipo. Kept alive by Indiana. Warren lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
And so the Pacers take the win. It was a thing. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. upper and lower body fluid, and goaltend.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke, the announcer. It was Doris Burke from 2K.
Oh! Okay, all right, that's it. That's payback. That's
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Brogdon.
And he's not passing the ball as well this month. If you look at his numbers from earlier in the season, he's not seeing the court as well. It may be a little too focused on creating his own shot than orchestrating for the guys around it.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the 5. And for Indiana, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Looking at the Bulls roster, there is a lot to like. They have a great collection of talent, and their core players are all very young and improving.
The pass to Warren, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be.
Oh, that was something else.
That was nasty. An explosive, high-level athlete. You see why Zach has won multiple dunk contests.
Brogdon the pass to Warren. On target from 13 feet.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Levine for three. It's hauled in by Warren.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Oladipo misses. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Turner passes to Holiday. Indiana moving the ball around. Oladipo dishes to Warren. That shot off. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
A combination of unforced errors and just poor decision making. They need to be much better in that aspect of the game this time around.
Yeah, well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Turner against Carter. Turner passes to Warren. Back to Turner. Over Carter. And too long on the shot. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Bulls. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there. Drops in the tray. Levine's got 7 points in the game. Steve, nothing finer than having a star on your team who also makes everyone else feel better, feel involved, right?
You're totally right, Kevin. I talked to a lot of these general managers and owners, and they talk about they're looking for the unselfish star. Not just the star, the unselfish star. And what they mean by that, on the court, off the court, the guy that understands it's about team versus him.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Warren, and the layup's good off the glass. He's got 6. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. White the pass to Porter. Shoots it. The offensive rebound, Carter. Markkanen finds Levine. Outside Porter. And the Bulls, another 3.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
To the paint, here's Turner, and Turner throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And it goes down 2 points.
This shows Markkanen's understanding of the game. You play me to shoot from the outside, well, I'm going inside.
And Holiday kicks to Brogdon. Shoots over White. Rebound by the Bulls. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
A new 14 for the Bulls. Back to Levine from downtown. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Down low, here's Warren. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Levine can't hit. Pacers trail by 11. And here is Warren. Outside to Brogdon. Pass to Oladipo. Inside. And Turner throws it down.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the... And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. We've got Chris Dunn, also Thomas Satoransky out there. And it's Hutchinson in at the 3.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
McDermott with it. He's against Young. Pass to Bitadze. Deflects the pass. Clock is at 3. McDermott passes to Bitadze. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Bulls leading by 11. Satoransky looking around. Back to Dunn. Here's Hutchison. And the Bulls get it back. And Satoransky kicks to Dunn. Tipped away. And Indiana shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Now, so many people were worried about Chris Dunn's offense after his rookie year, but you know what, Greg? He's turned it around.
And gone from struggling to hit 40% of his shots to shooting better from the floor. Still a strong defender, and he's making people forget that his offense was ever a question mark.
Passes to Holiday. Double team on Holiday. To the inside. Stolen by Satoransky. And it's Young finishing it off.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
McConnell passes to Holiday. Back to McConnell. To the left wing. Here's Sampson. And no good. Good defensive work there by Young. The pass to Satoransky. The second chance effort. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Banked in off the glass. Young's got 6 points in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Holiday, the pass to McDermott. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's Hutchison. Done outside. Takes a 3. And it's McConnell with the rebound. Pacers trail by 17. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Steve, the league has done a pretty good job of curbing player altercations. Some guys, always though, it seems, are going to be ready to go toe-to-toe and will not back down.
Patrick Beverly, Kevin, Draymond Green,
That's right.
James Johnson. Those guys come to mind. They are ready to go from the tip. They are ready to go.
Bulls making a switch here. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Young. Valentine comes in for Chandler Hutchison. Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for Satoransky. And it's White in for Dunn.
For a stretch four who spends a lot of time on the perimeter, Markkanen does a good job attacking the offensive glass.
And it's blocked.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
But he stays with it. Valentine kicks to White. From deep. Clock at 6. Goes back up. They get it back. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Indiana. 17-point game. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Harrison. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Pass to Valentine. Markkanen dishes to Valentine. That 3 off the mark. The Pacers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Sumner. Harrison with the rebound.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. White the pass to Valentine. Here's Cornette. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers trail by 15. McDermott can't get it to go. This is the White. Here's Valentine. can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
The defense is right there. Quality contest. And
so it's the Chicago Bulls riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their strategy.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us. But you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny. Zach LaVine was the man in the first. He had 12 points and 3 rebounds. And, Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, you can see the maturity in LaVine. Physically, he's gotten.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard. That's the Pacers 5. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
All right, a chance to look at some stats for Zach LaVine. Since the All-Star break, he's been putting in work. Averaging about 27 points a game, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yes, night in and night out, he's their go-to option. He accepts that responsibility and thrives at it.
And Markkanen on the follow.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Oladipo for 3. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds in the game. And for a player that didn't come in with a lot of fanfare to the NBA, Markkanen is one of the top young players in the league.
Yeah, call him the marksman or the finisher. Call him Larry Bird if you like. Fantastic stretch 4 who showed he could be a focal point of an offense, can play with an edge as well, and is just scratching the surface of his potential.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That is his first foul of the game. Chicago making some changes. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen, and Satoransky subbed in for White. LaVine for 3. The Pacers pull it in. Turner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Oladipo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside, Porter. LaVine with it. Now defended by Oladipo. Drills the three-pointer.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Looking for Young. He gets it there. Kick out to LaVine. Satoransky, the pass to Carter. Bulls moving the ball around. The 15-footer. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Right there, Carter using his instincts and motor to track down the miss and convert into second chance points. Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove. You know he's going to take a lot of shots out there. He's their #1 option right now.
Indiana making some changes. Jakar Sampson's checked in for Turner. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for the Bulls. Dunn comes in for Porter.
And with this team, Zach LaVine has been thrust into the role of the leader. Still young in his own right, but as a rising star and a large part of the future, responsibilities have fallen in his lap.
And Oladipo kicks to Holiday. Hits the three-point bomb. Holiday's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 13-5 run. And stolen by McConnell. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. The kick out to Holiday. That one's good from the corner. Holiday's got 5 points so far. And for Levine, he is the best scorer on the team. And you know what, Smitty? He should be a leader.
You're right. That isn't something that's easy to step right into. After losses pile up, you feel more pressure and want to take over every game. Zach LaVine should be up to the task, but it will take some adjustment.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Smitty, we're seeing preseason and even regular season games take place overseas on foreign soil. Would you have enjoyed that when you were playing?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I know the travel is an added challenge, and at the same time, you appreciate where the game takes you. It is definitely growing globally, going places you might otherwise never experience, especially in a basketball setting.
Edmund Sumner's checked in for Indiana. Valentine's checked in for the Bulls. Harrison comes in for Satoransky. McDermott's checked in for the Pacers. 1:43 left to play in the third. Down low, Young with the steal. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Valentine. He drains the quick shot. And the Bulls lead by 21.
And all second half, they haven't gotten stops with any consistency.
Here's McDermott. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
At the line for your Pacers.
Free throw drops from McDermott.
Doug McBuckets, we call him, has established himself as a knockdown shooter in this league.
So he gets them both. We've got 1:18 left in the third. Harrison passes to Hutchison. Here's the three. Rebounded by McDermott. Pacers trail by 19. To the middle, and it's blocked. But they get it back. Here's Bitadze, defended by Young. Sampson, great pass to set up the lay-in.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Good on the bucket. Hutchinson's got his first basket.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
And this is the time they wanted to mount the rally and get back into it.
Some changes for Indiana. Warren comes in for Jakar Sampson, and Brogdon subbed in for Justin Holiday. Then for the Bulls, Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Young, and it's White in for Dunn. Valentine, that's for two. He can't get it to go, and Indiana will come the other way.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Sumner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For Indiana, they had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And so he makes both from the line. And here are the Bulls now. The lead is 15. Pass to Valentine. Markkanen down low. Turner covering. Markkanen can't get it to go.
No one on him. He committed to fading away. Probably could have taken more time with that shot.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for the Chicago Bulls. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So for Chicago right now, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Harrison out there with White. And it's Valentine in at the small forward position. Carter, that's good.
The thing about Carter, even though he loves to play back to the basket, he can also face up and knock down the jumper.
Pacers trail by 15. Here's Sumner. Back to Turner. Lets it go from the wing. Sumner's shot is off. Chicago leading by 15. To the paint. Here's Valentine. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Sumner kicks to Turner. Shoots over Markkanen. The shot by Turner no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
White drives in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. White's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Smitty, for players, social media can build their brands and they can engage their fans, but there are some downsides.
Yes, it is, Kevin. I mean, it's a fantastic tool, like you said, for endorsement and bringing those fans into your home or into your life. But the downside, people can see some things they don't want to see, and also you can regret posting a lot of things.
I think, yeah, sometimes people do regret hitting that send button. So, yeah, they got to be careful. You're right. Oladipo, good.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Levine for 3. Connects from three-point range. Levine's got 24 points.
Having a monster night from beyond the arc. He had 2 bombs in the first half. Now 3 more since.
Passes it to Sumner. NBA gets headlines daily. You know it does, Smitty? Around the calendar. There's no off-season, but does the added scrutiny put more pressure, you think, on the players?
Yeah, I think it does. I think now you look at it, everybody wants to see what you're doing in the off-season. And 24/7, you look at it right now, everybody has a camera phone, and everybody is looking for the stars, what they're doing off the court. So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Porter finds Carter. Back to Porter. Holiday against Levine. Releases. Holiday with the defensive effort. Pacers trail by 18. And there's the pass to Sumner. And he can't bank that one in.
2 minutes.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Chicago. And the jam by Levine.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And Holiday kicks to Oladipo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Porter outside. The Bulls keep it alive.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession, just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
You see right there the hops and Levine attacking the mess.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Bulls.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
And they pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Zach LaVine.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And Holiday kicks to Warren. Shoots over Markkanen. Off the left rim and out.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Carter with the bucket.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road. You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
The rebound by Turner. 32 seconds left in the 4th. And Warren, here we go. It's good.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Warren with the ball. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Spacing and ball movement. We hear coaches talk about those two elements all the time.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this...
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. lopsided improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right now.
He's going to end it.
I'm going to end it.
I feel it. I feel it.
Got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Butler.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Adebayo. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. Then it's Robinson, and it's Nunn in at point. And for Indiana, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2. Shot clock at 3. Oladipo. No good. And Miami the other way now. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, you think back to Victor Oladipo and his college basketball being played at Indiana University. So when he gets traded to the Pacers, many thought it was viewed as a homecoming.
Adebayo with the bucket.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Holiday goes in. Here's Turner. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And exceeding expectations in Indiana, Victor Oladipo, Doris, remade himself as an all-star.
Well, he credits the year he spent playing alongside Russell Westbrook. That relentless attack, that commitment to get better, that commitment to be a threat no matter where you are on the floor. This young man has set the tone between the lines and outside the lines.
Now here is Holiday. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And it's the Heat with the ball. Here's Nunn. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Charlotte.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Warren the pass to Brogdon. Kicks it to Turner. Over Adebayo. The shot by Turner, no good.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Now, here is Robinson. 23 points for him the last game against Charlotte.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
He'd have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Adebayo. Knocks it loose. Taken away by Holiday. Warren dishes to Holiday. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. It might be the end of the regular season, Doris, but tonight's game has postseason implications.
What's better for an NBA team late in the year than to have a great test with a highly competitive group you're looking opposite? So obviously you want to play tough, meaningful games in preparation for the playoffs. This is going to be great.
Playoff atmosphere, you're right.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor.
With the Indiana Pacers, you know you're a small market team, and it's led to a little bit of a shuffle personnel-wise. What's incredible, they continue to put a competitive product on the floor year in and year out.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
Don't make any mistake. Andre Iguodala's been around a while, but the hops are still part of the game.
Pacers trail by 3. Doris, you're right. The Pacers have made the playoffs 8 of the last 9 seasons. Remarkable consistency.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Kev. It starts at the top and sort of trickles down from ownership to the front office down to the head coach. This is a solid operation through and through.
The Heat leading by 3. And he slams it one-handed.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Now here's McDermott. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 6 on the shot clock. To end the run. And no good that time. Excellent D here by Iguodala.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
No good from Dragic. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. It's a 5-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, I mean, every time out, it's a learning experience to some degree, but that's not what they were looking for.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Greg, it hurts a little more when you play well and fail to close out a game. That was one they should have won.
Sampson kicks to Holiday. Pass to Sampson. From deep three-point range, it's Adebayo with the rebound. And then Iguodala with the dunk.
Wow, Iguodala, an incredible dunk. Woo, did he leave the ground quickly.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Heat out front. They're up. Jimmy Butler, a hard worker on the floor and off the court as well.
I worked extremely hard.
A boombox aquarium, huh? Points for originality, Greg.
Butler, not shy, breaking from convention, beats to the rhythm of his own drum.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
On the floor for Miami, they've got Myers-Leonard, Iguodala out there with Dragic. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Silva in at the 3 spot. Back to Olynyk. pass to Silva. Heat moving the ball around. Shoots from 12. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
And sometimes you can make a few plays here and there, but never get into a real rhythm. That's what happened to them in that game.
I'll tell you, that's a great way to put it, Greg, because I thought they were all over the place. They never settled into any kind of rhythm.
Miami leading by 4. Outside Butler. Got a hand on it.
Boy, T.J. Warren showing some activity on the defensive end. Great timing on that block.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Now, here's Warren. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. And that one, good. Turner's got his second bucket tonight.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
For Miami, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And you look at Jimmy Butler. He's about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
Just 4 to shoot. From the top of the key, they get it back. Tries yet again. In deep, Leonard drops it in.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Left side, Warren launches it. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Inside, it's deflected. The feed to Leonard. Can't hit that one. Pacers trail by 6. Down low, here's Warren. Misses off the right iron. The Heat have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's Silva. Sinks the three-pointer.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Sumner passes to Warren. Yes, that goes in.
Well, so committed to scoring near the cup. T.J. Warren, nice touch.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. The Heat leading by 7.
2 minutes.
Nunn passes to Leonard, and he drops it in from the low post. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Outside Turner. To the middle. Right side, Butler. Here's Silva. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. McConnell kicks to Turner. Left side, Warren. Over Butler. Turner controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, Kevin, you love the determination, right? Miles Turner effectively getting to the window and getting another opportunity.
To the inside, Olynyk. Another shot, and it's sent back by Turner. And they're able to recover.
And now, quick review.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's good. Holiday's got his second bucket.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Rockets against Brogdon. Stolen away. Bitadze, the pass to McDermott. Holiday inside the line. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Here's Hero. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. 19 seconds left in the first half. Nice shot by McDermott.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
There's the pass to Crowder. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the... All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They saw their lead grow to a high water. And that'll...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Myers Leonard has been sensational.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Here's Oladipo. Miami grabs the miss. Butler's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And you look at the 2018 All-Star season for Oladipo, Doris. What was the development in his game that you saw that took him to the next level?
I think probably the part that made him almost unguardable is his willingness to shoot threes off the dribble. That deep threat, that willingness to space the floor and use the dribble drive to enhance that is probably what put him over the edge.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. Here's Nunn. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Butler finds Jones. Here's Adebayo. Jones, the pass to Nunn. Shoots over Brogdon. And the Heat get another bucket right there. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. No one near Turner as he lets it go. That misses off the backboard. Miami leading by 8. Jones drives in, taken away by Holiday. Here's Oladipo, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Oladipo's got his first 2 points.
Well, you like how Oladipo leaks out in transition. So aggressive in the open floor, Kev.
Back to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Nunn. The Heat need to get a shot off. Lets it go from deep, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Justin Holiday's checked in for the Pacers. Edmund Sumner comes in for Aaron Holiday. And Miami with a change here, too. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Robinson. Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Floats it up for Butler, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, can we remember the guy's got a 40-inch vertical? I'll tell you, he does his best work in the air, I think.
And Turner kicks to Sumner over Iguodala, and that misses everything.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Indiana, trailing by 10. Jones against Warren. Down low. It's tipped. It's stolen by Adebayo. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Pacers shooting the ball at 42%. Holiday goes in. Right side Warren. Over Jones. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Warren the pass to Sumner. Indiana again missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Goodness. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Poke loose. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
And Greg, you know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Pacers have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
Well, the athleticism that Miles Turner brings to the center spot is quite remarkable. This guy, an exceptional player on both sides of the floor.
Here's Hero. Here's Olynyk, and the layup falls. Olynyk's got 6.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
To the middle, here's Bitadze. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Olynyk. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Jacks up a 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
For Indiana, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. First one falls for him. And some changes here for the Pacers. J.K. Sampson comes in for Miles Turner. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Brogdon. Miami leading by 14. Passes it to Hero. He dishes it to Olynyk. Right side Crowder. Shoots over McDermott. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And so it's Miami with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
And to me, Jay, you love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor for Miami, Robinson is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Olynyk. Then there's Dragic. And it's Hero into the 2-guard spot. Here's Sampson. Good. And it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Doris, if you were going to build a team around one player, who would that player be?
Well, I think because of his age and continued growth opportunity, I would probably say Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's playing at an MVP level. He's still got another decade where he's probably in the peak range of his playing capabilities. And the reality is Giannis still has so much growing to do. He's a force at the rim. He continues to build that three-point game. And Kev, once he gets that in-between game, he will be unguardable.
Can't argue with that at all. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. No one covering.
And you can get a real sense that Victor Oladipo loves sharing the wealth. What a nice look.
Olynyk, high post. Back to Dragic. Over Holiday, and Dragic gets it to go on the assist from Olynyk. Dragic has got his first bucket in this one.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And we know this. Victor Oladipo is a multi-talented guy, Kev. This is an accomplished scorer and a very polished passer as well.
Dragic against Holiday. Dragic kicks to Olynyk. The pass to Hero. 6 to shoot. Shoots it up. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
And he trims the lead to single digits. And that's now 7 points for Doug McDermott.
Well, we know that McDermott came into the league with a reputation as a dead-eye shooter. Get your hands up and contest, or he'll make you pay.
Tips it up. Dragic on the follow. And the Heat lead by 11.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Simpson. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Crowder. Dragic looking it over. Olynyk dishes to Robinson. Up again. It's good on the putback.
You know this, Kevin. Olynyk has a terrific motor. He's always been a high-energy guy who makes things happen.
To the paint. Bitadze with the bucket.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
Well, make no mistake, Kevin. Crowder has got great strength inside. The defense can get physical. It doesn't matter.
Teams, if they can keep the rights to their best player, we see it in other leagues. Could the franchise tag ever make its way, do you think, to the NBA?
Well, this is going to be a negotiation point between the Players Association and the league itself. And the reality is it's going to have to be negotiated. What we know unequivocally, Kevin, is that these players now in the player empowerment era have more control about what franchise they play for and how long the duration of their contract is. How this all shakes out remains to be seen, but it is a point of conversation amongst the 30 NBA teams and the league leadership. There's no question about it.
To the paint. It's stolen by Jones. 1:15 left here in the fourth quarter. And Jones slams it in.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Heat.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games. Pass to Butler. Over Holiday. It's Butler that time on the assist from Dragic. And the Heat lead by 16.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And here's Brogdon from the arc. And Jones pulls it down. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Heat. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Here's Adebayo. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And so it's Indiana with it. And stolen by Butler. And Miami can just let the clock run down here. And here's Dragic. From deep. Misses. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony.